Today we will learn generation of computer. BBA semester 1 subject office automation. Okay, today we will learn generation of computer. We know what is computer. Computer is a device that can perform many operations at the same time. When computer was, now we learn how computer was made, how it is find it out, when it is find it out. Computer were electronic device that can perform particular process as given by the user. Computer was made or evolved different era in different time era. So it is a given a generation named generation of computer, in which generation particular computer was evolved in different time scale. Different computer was evolved and it is given a name generation. So first computer in first generation in 1942 to 1955, the computer was find it out in first generation. This computer was used vacuum tubes. વેક્યુમ ટ્યુબનો ઉપયોગ કરી અને ફર્સ્ટ જનરેશનના કોમ્પ્યુટર છે એ બનાવવામાં આવ્યા હતા. આપણે જોઈ શકીએ કે વેક્યુમ ટ્યુબ છે એ કઈ રીતની હોઈ શકે. આપણે જોઈ શકીએ કે આ રીતની વેક્યુમ ટ્યુબ હોય છે કે જેની મદદથી ફર્સ્ટ જનરેશનમાં કોમ્પ્યુટર બનાવવામાં આવ્યા હતા. એન્ડ ધ ફર્સ્ટ જનરેશન કોમ્પ્યુટર વોઝ વેરી બિગ ઇન સાઇઝ, huge in size. It takes more time to process. It generates large amount of heat, and input was based on punch card or paper tape. This computer was used vacuum tube for their operation. In first company that was first computer that was find it out was ENIAC, that is stand for electronic numerical integration and computer, that was built in 1946. The first computer in first generation that was built, that is ENIAC. ENIAC stand for electronic numerical integration and computer. It was find it out in 1946. The first computer we can see here, that is, and it consists of 18,000 vacuum tube and occupied 65 square meter, and weightage was more than 27,000 kilogram. The first computer was used 18,000 vacuum tube and 65 square meter of place, and its weight was 27,000 kilogram. Means we can say that first generation computer was very big in size. It generate heats because vacuum tube generate heats, and its processing power was slow. Then after UNIVAC 1 and Mark 1 computer was find out. This was in first generation. In UNIVAC was find it out in 1951 and Mark 1 is 1944. This both computer was use vacuum tube, and the input for input they use magnetic tape. Then we can come to the second generation. Second generation computer was evolved in 1955 to 1964. It was used transistor in the place of vacuum tube. So the computer size become reduced or become smaller. So how transistor look like is look like in the same way. So the computer size was reduced, computer was smaller in size, had a more computer power and easy to maintain and more affordable than previous generation. The first generation computer was not reliable. They are more consuming more power. Many times vacuum tube fails. From the 18,000 vacuum tube, if any vacuum tube was getting failed, then we have to find it out that vacuum tube and replace that vacuum tube. So it is difficult to maintain. Then in second generation it is used transistor. So transistor was easy to maintain and computer become smaller. In this era, Fortran, COBOL, ALGOL, Snowball, all these languages was come into existence. So uses the assembly language for programming, and second generation computer was generate less heat and less prone of failure, means કે failure થવાના chances બહુ ઓછા હતા. So IBM 1400 series was the second generation computer and used punch card and magnetic tape for the input, and output is also taken on punch card, magnetic tape or high speed printer. We can see the how second generation computer was look like in the picture. That is how second generation computer was look like. It is smaller in size than first generation computer. Then after IBM 7094 series is also built in second generation computer, and in the IBM 7094 it has increased the power of processing. Then after we came to know third generation computer. The third generation computer was evolved in 1964 to 1975. This time era is called particular generation, the third generation. In third generation computer, it is used to integrated chip. IC નો યુઝ કરવામાં આવેલો હતો. And IC was more reliable, smaller and easy to manage. Increase speed in third generation computer. It increased the speed more than second generation and first generation. It is cheaper and low on maintenance. High level languages operating, કે high level languages નું ઓપરેટ કરી શકાતું થર્ડ જનરેશન કોમ્પ્યુટરમાં. કે આપણે જોઈ શકીએ કે ઇન્ટિગ્રેટેડ ચિપ કેવી હોય, હાઉ ઇટ ઇઝ લુક લાઈક. તો આ રીતની ઇન્ટિગ્રેટેડ ચિપ હશે કે જેની મદદથી કોમ્પ્યુટર છે એ બિલ્ડ કરવામાં આવેલું હતું. એન્ડ થર્ડ જનરેશન કોમ્પ્યુટર છે એ આપણે જોઈ શકીએ કે IBM સિસ્ટમ 360 which was smaller than second generation and first generation computer. So it is easy to maintain, less power consumption, high speed, reliable, low on maintenance. So all these features makes it beneficial than first generation and second generation. Then UNIVAC 1108, also a third generation computer. Then came into fourth generation computer or fourth generation. The time period was 1970 1965 to 1989. In this era, the computer revolution was begins, means it is used microprocessor. Fourth generation computer uses microprocessor, and how microprocessor is look like, that is one stamp paper size. On that, many circuits was integrated and it performs various operations. In third generation computer, multitasking was not possible. Then fourth generation computer uses the microprocessor. Microprocessor can perform many tasks or simultaneous tasks, multiple tasks in a simultaneous way. So the fourth generation computer microprocessor use Intel Corporation engineer Hoff invented the microprocessor Intel 4004. It was world's first microprocessor, smaller than a postage stamp. The person who invented microprocessor was smaller than stamp ticket. Revolution of microprocessor reduced the size of the computer and its cost. Because in third generation computer, for different operation you need different circuit. In fourth generation computer, one microprocessor is there, it reduces the cost and revolution begins. What are the characteristics of fourth generation computer? We say here, they use microprocessor or type of very large scale integration VLSI circuit which contain all component of CPU on single chip. In fourth generation computer microprocessor on VLSI chip, all the component was built on single chip. That is called VLSI, that is very large scale integration. VLSI circuit perform bulk of processing and control and all the parts of system. કે VLSI છે એ બધા પાર્ટ્સને કંટ્રોલ કરે અને બધા એક્શન છે પરફોર્મ કરશે. They were very smaller in size as thousands of circuits could be accommodated on a single chip. Increased speed, reliability and accuracy and easy to portability. Due to the processor, computer was become smaller, so we can port it from one place to another place. That is the big advantages. We can move from one place to another place, easy to maintain, more reliable, lesser cost. Then become more powerful, compact, low on maintenance, cheap and affordable. IBM PC, Apple Macintosh, all these were fourth generation computer. We can see here the fourth generation computer is how it is look like. That is IBM PC. The IBM PC, the computer has a black and white monitor, 2 floppy disk drive, keyboard and disk operating system. The computer has black and white monitor, 2 floppy disk and keyboard and disk operating system, that is DOS. Data was entered only by typing text on keyboard. The computer came with program for creating and editing task. In this fourth generation computer, we can enter the data by typing the text and it can come with the program for creating and editing task. કે computer જે છે એ એવા પ્રોગ્રામ સાથે જ આવતું કે જેમાં તમે એડિટિંગ અને ક્રિએટ કરી શકો ટેક્સ્ટ ડોક્યુમેન્ટ. Then fifth generation computer. The fifth generation computer are still in development stage. These are based on artificial intelligence. Use ULSI, ultra large scale integration. On the single processor, there are many functions that were integrated, where many chips were integrated. That is ultra large scale integration. And artificial intelligence that is also used in fifth generation computer, that was used in robotics, that was used in robotics. What is artificial intelligence? It is similar to human intelligence, such as capability of decode and response to human language. How human being is interact, or how human being is response in any situation, same way robot will also response in the situation how human being is react. So artificial intelligence was used. Use artificial intelligence, the ability to think for themselves and take decision on their own based on the data and receive from their surrounding. In fifth generation computer, it will take their own decision related them as the data provided and surrounding the situation. This computer should be able to learn from result of the interaction with their surrounding. These computer will also learn from the surrounding situations. They should also capable of understanding human speech. We have an example of Google Alexa. It can understand human language or human speech. Means this computer will recognize the human speech. The fifth generation computer are referred as a supercomputer. The supercomputer very high storage capability, high speed and ability to carry out highly sophisticated operations. These computers are very high storage capability, high storage, high processing power. So these are the generation of computer. In first generation computer, vacuum tubes were used. In second generation, transistor was used. In third generation, integrated chip was used. In fourth generation, microprocessor was used. In fifth generation computer, artificial intelligence and ultra wide scale integration was used. Now we see analog computer and digital computer. First we see analog computer. What is analog? Analog is Greek word denote similar. It is used to process analog data. Analog computer was used. It is base for digital computer. Analog computer was based for digital computer. Analog computer was came before the digital computer, and it is a base for analog digital computer. Analog signal like this frequency, this data was provided to the computer. It process and then provide the result in analog format. This is the way how analog signal was sent as a input. Analog computer was process it and produce the result. How analog computer look like is like this. Analog computer was widely used in scientific design, production, environment and industrial application. Analog computer कहाँ पर यूज होता है? साइंटिफिक एप्लीकेशन, प्रोडक्शन. Analog computer has a wide range of complexity. It was very complex. Analog computer uses linear combination of voltage amplitude like current, frequency and phase instead of digital are called analog signal. How digital signal and analog signal was D4. That is, this is the digital signal and this is analog signal. In frequency, we can say in radio, these are the signal used. In digital computer, same way, 0, 1, 0, 1. This is the digital signal used. And analog computer, this is frequency or analog signal is used. Example of analog computer, these are thermometer, analog clock, speedometer, time pressure gauge, or are the example of analog computer. What are the advantages of analog computer? It is very fast in operations. It can perform fast operation, not as compared to digital computer, but in that era it can perform fast operation. Then less expensive, it is less expensive than digital computer. Then required less programming effort, it does not require programming efforts. Then store images, it can store images. These are the advantages of analog computer. Then now we have to also discuss the disadvantages of the analog, that is less accuracy. Every time result was differ, so the result was not accurate. કે જ્યારે જ્યારે તમે ઇનપુટ આપો છો ત્યારે રિઝલ્ટ છે એમાં ડિફરન્સ આવશે, એટલે મીન્સ કે લેસ એક્યુરેટ હતા. ધેન લેસ મેમરી સ્પેસ, કે એનાલોગ કોમ્પ્યુટર છે એમાં મેમરીની સ્પેસ છે એ બહુ ઓછી હોય છે, જેથી કરીને આપણે વધારે ડેટા એમાં સ્ટોર કરી શકતા નથી. ધેન વાઇડ રેન્જ ઓફ કોમ્પ્લેક્સિટી, કે ભાઈ એનાલોગ કોમ્પ્યુટર છે તો એમાં ઘણી બધી કોમ્પ્લેક્સિટી રહેલી હતી. ધેન વેરી કોમ્પ્લિકેટેડ ફોર કન્ટેનિંગ આઉટપુટ ફોર ધ યુઝર સમટાઈમ, કે ભાઈ યુઝરને કઈ રીતે આઉટપુટ આપવું એના માટે ઘણી બધી વખત ઘણા બધા પ્રોબ્લેમ થતા. તો એનાલોગ કોમ્પ્યુટર છે એના ઘણા બધા ફાયદા પણ છે, બેનિફિટ પણ છે, અને ઘણા બધા ડિસએડવાન્ટેજીસ પણ છે. ધેટ ઇઝ હાઉ એનાલોગ કોમ્પ્યુટર વોઝ બિલ્ટ એન્ડ વર્ક. સો today we have learned about generation of computer, first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and fifth generation, and regarding analog computer. Analog computer was base, means કે પાયો હતો. કોમ્પ્યુટર ડિજિટલ કોમ્પ્યુટર બનાવવા માટેનો જે પાયો હતો, that is analog computer. That was used, it has its own application. Okay, so in first generation vacuum tube is used, transistor is used. In second generation, in third generation integrated chip was used. In fourth generation processor was used, and in fifth generation, that is artificial intelligence and very ultra large scale integration was used. In artificial intelligence also used. Thank you very much.